WHMH, Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud, Rockin 101, the rock station.
Welcome to a celebration of Metallica's Reload. I'm Andy Hall, and it's time to settle in as we dive into the re-release of Metallica's 1997 quadruple platinum album, Reload. A limited edition deluxe box set is out now, featuring previously unreleased material, including demos, rough mixes, videos, live recordings, and more. We'll be hearing from all four members of Metallica as we take a trip through the band's seventh studio album. Let's kick off the show with the lead track from Reload, a song that has become a pyrotechnic favorite during the band's live set. This is Fuel.
Fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Fuel from Metallica's Reload album. We're celebrating the re-release and pick up with James Hetfield talking about the lead track.
I really don't remember why or how we divided these things up, but it does make sense to me that, the way we put an album together is the way we put a live set together. You come out with a bang and then you get, a little longer, then you get into some more creative stuff, and then you end with an epic or with something fast, That makes sense to me, and Fuel is one of those songs, as I look at Load, Ain't My Bitch was not really the fastest song we ever wrote, but I don't know exactly how those were divided up. Alls I knew was they were all going to come out, and I don't think it mattered. At that point, I thought people were they don't even know the name of the album. They just liked the song, and at that point, I kind of lost track of what's on what.
The common theme that runs between Load and Reload is that all the songs were recorded at the same time, yet released a year apart. Here's Kirk talking about the outset of the recording session and realizing the momentous task ahead.
I could just remember sitting there and looking at the long list of songs and trying to come with a decision. And then James saying, well, man, writing all these lyrics, I don't think I want to do that. And Bob Rock is saying, yeah, man, that's a lot as a lyricist. And I'm going, I don't want to have to play 55 guitar solos. Seriously, that's like a marathon. And do I have enough ideas? No. And that was the thing. We're complaining about the more demanding aspects of having that many songs at once. It was like standing at the beginning of a very, very long road that you can't even see the end of. That's what it felt like at some point. And when the idea of just splitting the tasks down the middle came around, I was like, I'm so for that idea, because I believed that if we did go for a double album, creatively, we would have burned ourselves out.
Lars recalls one change that allowed the size of the Load and Reload sessions to become a bit more manageable.
This is actually the first project that we did where everything was recorded digitally. This is really the beginning of where we've ended up. So there's way more starting now. And certainly lots of folks understand that, with the medium of digital, just the storing and the space that it takes up to capture all these things obviously is significantly reduced. And we also started recording all our shows. And so this is really the beginning of the era of the last, 25, 30 years where there's way more stuff to come, and all the different versions and all the different concerts and all that stuff is captured now more or less from this moment forward. And so, Neil Young has something called a vault, and maybe one day we'll have our own version of that. We'll see.
That's Devil's Dance, as we celebrate the re-release of Metallica's Reload. Here's Jason Newsted, reflecting on heading into the recording sessions.
I dug that we were progressing. I dug that it wasn't the samey same. Some people could do that and get away with it, and we worship them, AC/DC. But Metallica need to change and grow and progress and do all those things like any great artist, right? No matter if it's you're painting or writing a book or whatever, you need to grow and expand. Everybody already knows you did 1 million miles an hour. Everybody knows you can play Fight Fire. That's already there. How about some other things to show other colors and sides of yourself? As you're traveling around the world and going to 55 or 60 countries a year, you start soaking up some things. And you start realizing and appreciating things different, seeing through everybody's eyes. And so you come back ready to reflect that color. And so within the first times that I was hearing this stuff, I was actually really pleased because it had funk to it. It's white boy funk, but it still had funk to it, and it still had a bit of a groove and not such single-mindedness as in the past, you know? And so you could tell that the songs were from one person's hand or one person's mind when they were that way. And when you had songs that were 3 or 4 people writing, you could really tell what they were, you know? And so we had that chance of people just to write a little bit more and collaborate a little bit more. So I dug the honest James Hetfield, that type of Southern tinge that came from his appreciation of Creedence, Aerosmith, this type of stuff. He brought in that American flavored rock into our metal. And so that B-Bender, a little bit Telly flavor, this kind of stuff made me very happy. Because, selfishly, the space for the bass was just there, man, like never before, you know? And so that expanse for me to be able to fill in was wonderfully attractive.
left there.
Carpe Diem Baby from Metallica. A limited edition deluxe box set is out now and contains previously unreleased material, including demos, rough mixes, videos, live recordings, and more. You can find it on your favorite streaming service or visit Metallica.com for more information. We'll be right back with the story of a trip James and Lars took to Ireland for some guest vocals.
Bathroom break. We'll be right back.
Can I get a courtesy flush? No.
Mimbach Fleet Supply.
Let's talk about those painting projects you've been considering. Hi, this is Clara from Mimbach Fleet Supply. Here at Mimbach, we carry interior and exterior paint by Benjamin Moore, one of the most respected and durable brands on the market. We also feature Clark & Kensington and Royal paints, and even implement paints from Van Sickle. For staining, we've got you covered with products from Cabot. All the paint, stains, tools, and accessories you need to complete your project are here at
Mimbach Fleet Supply.
This is Mark Lewandowski for Dwayne Osgood Farmers Insurance. Being on the water is a mainstay of Minnesota summers. Whether you have a fishing boat, pontoon, or personal watercraft, you have to make sure you have the necessary coverage should a disaster happen. Dwayne Osgood Farmers Insurance has great economical options for you through their Marine Choice packages. Sit down with Dwayne and his staff to determine what is the right package for you. Contact Dwayne Osgood Farmers Insurance for a quote through email on his website, or call him at 320-252-6095.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Summer is finally here, and Sauk Rapids Liquor has just what you need for your gatherings and activities. Pick up High Noon 12-pack cans for only $27.99. Sauk Rapids Liquor also has Bacardi Rum, 1.75-liter bottles, just $20.99. For all you wine lovers, Sauk Rapids Liquor has Babic Sauv Blanc 750 ml for only $10.99. Now featuring a new line of THC products. Sauk Rapids Liquor, with a convenient drive-up entrance, Benton Drive, Sauk Rapids.
Rockin' 101, the rock station.
We're back as we celebrate the re-release of Metallica's 1997 album, Reload. I'm Andy Hall, taking you on a trip through the third straight Metallica album to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart. It is their 7th studio album, the companion to Load, released 1 year earlier. When Metallica started recording the body of work that ended up getting split into the 2 albums, it allowed them a chance to experiment in ways they had not before. James Hetfield explains.
Having Bob Rock as our fearless leader and taking what we did in the Black Album to another level. You know, gosh, we messed around a little bit with the symphony and Nothing Else Matters. I wish we had turned it up a little more. I wish we weren't so afraid. So that's where we went on Loaded Reload. We were less afraid of atmosphere and adding in other things, you know, like a Low Man's Lyric. That, to me, is a, what are you guys doing? You know, or Poor Twisted Me kind of thing. You know, these are really different from Metallica. We weren't so afraid. And that was also my attempt at making, God, if we're going to write 42 songs, they all got to be really pretty different to stand out.
One track that stands out on the release is The Memory Remains. Lars talks about how the collaboration with Marianne Faithfull came about.
That collaboration came about, Bob Rock. We were sitting around with the song The Memory Remains as we were finishing it, and the idea came up of another voice, a counter voice to James's, maybe something that could be inspired by the lyric or that duet thing, like you're saying. We're 15 years into our run at that time, and that idea had never presented itself, and Bob Rock suggested Marianne, and we loved that idea. And so James and I flew. We were playing some shows. I think we were maybe playing the Reading Festival. I don't think at that time it was the Reading in Leeds. It was just the Reading Festival. We were playing the Reading Festival, I think, in 97 maybe, in the summer of 97. And we flew to Dublin. I think I had the 2-inch master tape in a bag, my carry-on bag.
And that was back in the day where you wouldn't just phone it in either. You know, Lars and I hopped on a plane with 2-inch tapes and went to Ireland and found her, rented a studio, and sat down, and I guided her through what I was looking for. And she had so much more to offer. She was so into it. And what I also remember is her totally throwing away the guidelines. You know, here's the beat, here's what we need, and she just kind of grabbed that paper and threw it away. Maybe she even smoked it. But she just said, hey, I was thinking this. It's like, okay. We recorded it all, and we brought it back to Bob, and we moved it around and fit it into where it was enough to fit in, but also gave her character and her just bizarre timing. I am so glad we did that.
Fortune fame, mirror vein, gone insane, but the memory remains. Heavy rings on fingers wave, another star denies the grave. See the nowhere crowd
The Memory Remains from Metallica, featuring the haunting vocals of Marianne Faithfull. A surprise collaboration for sure, which Jason Newsted says is the appeal of Metallica.
There's been surprises where you play something where this is not going to work. And you play it with people and they go mental. Like, why did they like that? You know, there's some kind of catch or some kind of thing where they can sing along. So when people know the song and they sing along, they're a part of the band and they feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. And that is ultimately the magic of Metallica.
One magical moment that stands out at any Metallica show is when the crowd takes the part of Marianne Faithfull during the live performance of The Memory Remains. Here's Jason.
I think that early on, when she wasn't able to be there, I step up to the mic in the center as it's going out, just kind of this far from the microphone, so they can catch me doing it and get the example, and they catch on. And the European crowds, bro, you know, everybody's hands are up, and that thing is big. So I'm taking partial credit on that. I would like to go back and look at some of that film and see if I was the one that did that first.
As each member of Metallica will attest, the collaboration happened because the band had so many songs in the works that they started experimenting and deviating from past habits. Here's Kirk and Lars.
A few things happened. Because the Black Album tour was so long, we had amassed just a ton of riffs from writing on tour, writing in hotel rooms, writing in dressing rooms, you know, incidentally writing stuff on tour. So we all just had a lot of music between the four of us. And I had started getting into the habit of tuning to E flat, because you know, I'd been playing along to a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan, a lot of Hendrix stuff, you know, the Thin Lizzy, all that stuff is in E flat. So, you know, my guitar would be habitually in E flat when I was in my hotel room, and I'd start laying riffs down in E flat. And James kind of noticed that and liked that it was a little bit easier to sing, you know, and gave him a little bit more range. And that's why those albums are in E flat and lower.
The MO for most of this part of our career, and certainly this album, was to not repeat anything that we had done before. So any chance to do something new and different, and something that, you know, involved putting ourselves into uncharted territory was always welcomed, embraced, was never questioned. So the short answer is no. There was not any questions about how to you know, whether those songs should be part of this particular part of our career.
Better Than You from Metallica. A limited edition deluxe box set is out now, featuring previously unreleased material, including demos, rough mixes, videos, live recordings, and more. You can find it on your favorite streaming service or visit Metallica.com for more information. We'll be right back with a thread on Reload that dips back to the Black Album right after this.
We'll be right back. You have time to adopt this cat.
To everyone who's been waiting for some good news, the Kobe Jack Pub Burger is back at Culver's.
This pub burger is packed with flavor. I mean, I could talk about it all day, but honestly, it might be better to hear it from the people who love it the most. This is what some of our guests had to say.
This is the best burger I've ever had.
Lots of flavors going on in there.
That sauce, so good.
We love to hear it, and that's exactly why it's officially back right now for a limited time. Complete with everyone's favorite combination of fresh, never frozen beef, Wisconsin Kobe Jack cheese, crispy onions, and zesty A1 pepper mayo. Put it all together, and you've got a burger people can't stop talking about, me included. It's the perfect burger to turn an ordinary day into something special. And we love making it fresh for you just as much as you love eating it. Come on in and let us make a Kobe Jack Pub Burger for you at Culver's.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
I've been feeling so stressed, but I don't want to burden anyone.
I'm overwhelmed, and I don't know where to get support.
My brother's struggling, and I'm not sure how to help.
Mental Health Minnesota is here every day with free confidential support, resources, and screenings. You're not alone. Visit mentalhealthmn.org to get help for yourself or someone you care about. Paid for by Mental Health Minnesota. Aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Don't overpay with memberships.
Your car's gonna love you.
Get your car wash on your time, on your dime. Sox Rapid Car Wash doesn't contract you into monthly payments because they know you'll pay for car washes you never use. Sox Rapid Car Wash, open 24 hours, self-serve or touchless automatic. No confusing VIP clubs. No credit card monthly deduct. Just straightforward local service.
Sox Rapid Car Wash. Your car's gonna love you.
The Rock Station.
Welcome back as we celebrate the re-release of Metallica's 7th studio album, Reload. It's been given the box set treatment, which is out now, featuring previously unreleased material, including demos, rough mixes, videos, live recordings, and more. While we have spent a lot of time across the celebration of the Load and Reload re-releases, there is one thread on Reload that dips back to the Black Album. Here's James to explain how the Unforgiven 2 came to be.
Well, it's one of those modulations that wouldn't go away in my head, and I had more to say about it, I think. So just flopping it, instead of going light to heavy, well, let's go heavy to light, and the lyrics had evolving to them. And then obviously on to Unforgiven 3, which is, hey, forgive yourself kind of thing. Unforgiven 2 is really, really fun. I love that song. One of those, I guess, forgotten in my head until, we had tried playing that live a few times. It was difficult. I think we're better at it now. I'm excited to go back and revisit that song. But yeah, Unforgiven 2 was absolutely, there was no question it was going to be called Unforgiven 2 because of the lyrical content and the chord progression. But it was definitely different enough to be its own song.
there's no sun shining through. No, there's no sun shining through. No, there's no sun shining. What I feel, what I've known. Turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Yeah, what I feel, what I've known. Sick and tired, I'll stand alone. Could you be there? 'Cause I'm the one who waits for you. Or are you unforgiven too? Come lay beside me. This won't hurt, I swear. She loves me not, she loves me still. But she'll never love again. She lay beside me. But she'll be there when I'm gone. Like hot scarring darker steel. Yeah, she'll be there when I'm gone. Yeah, she'll be there when I'm gone. Then she'll be there. What I feel, what I've known. Turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Yeah, what I feel, what I've known. Sick and tired, I stand alone. Could you be there? 'Cause I'm the one who waits for you. Or are you unforgiven too? Lay beside me. Tell me what I've done. The door is closed, so are your eyes. But now I see the sun. Now I see the sun. Yes, now I see it. What I feel, what I've known. Turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Yeah, what I feel, what I've known. So sick and tired, I'll stand alone. Could you be there? 'Cause I'm the one who waits, the one who waits for you. Oh, what I feel, what I've known. Turn the pages, turn the stone. Behind the door, should I open it for you? Oh, what I feel, oh, what I know. I take this key and I bury it in you. Because you're unforgiven too. Never been. 'Cause you're unforgiven too.
That's The Unforgiven 2 from Metallica's Reload album. The band just released a limited edition deluxe box set that contains previously unreleased material and much more. You can find it on your favorite streaming service or visit Metallica.com for more information. We'll be right back with more from Metallica's Reload right after this.
We'll be right back.
Buddha Oasis, East St. Cloud. It's your all-ages alternative lifestyle shop featuring everything from incense to crystals to disc golf supplies. And they have one of Central Minnesota's largest in-store vinyl collections. They sell and buy vinyl. Maybe it's time to convert your old grooves into green. And you can get even more value by choosing to receive in-store credit. That's Buddha Oasis in the same strip as Buddha Glass and LGS Electronics, just north of Highway 23, East St. Cloud.
Where you bank matters, and at Farmers and Merchant State Bank, we treat you like a neighbor, never just a number. When you bank locally, your deposits stay right here, supporting small businesses and growing our community. Are you ready for a bank that actually knows your name? Make the easy switch to F&M, where futures are found and friendly still counts. Get started today at one of our 3 convenient locations or online at fmpeers.com.
With 10,000 lakes, over 1,300 miles of hiking trails, breathtaking views, and unique roadside attractions, Minnesota is one of the best places to enjoy summertime. Whether you're looking for towing capacity for your camper or boat, fuel economy for your next road trip, or something to fit all your gear in, Gilliland has the perfect new Chevrolet in stock. This is Christy Gilliland, and we'd love the opportunity to help you find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs. Visit us at 3019 West Division Street, St. Cloud, or GillilandChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Rockin' 101.
We're back as we wrap up our trip through the re-release of Metallica's Reload. A limited edition deluxe box set is out now, featuring previously unreleased material, including demos, rough mixes, videos, live recordings, and more. Let's get back into the show. Here's Lars talking about how the sessions for Load and Reload got started at the plant.
This was the first record that we recorded at the plant in Sausalito, which was kind of right in the middle of where we all lived at that time, the greater San Francisco area, and more specifically across the Golden Gate Bridge in Marin. We subsequently would end up making all the rest of the records in the 90s at the plant, obviously Load and Reload, and then we would record the Garage Inc. cover songs, the new cover songs there that we then put out in 98 with all the rest of the cover songs. And then we set up camp there for a few months to mix and to edit the S&M project that we recorded in 99. So we made 4 records there in basically 4 years. And it was the first time that we had done extensive recording at home, basically. Kill 'Em All was recorded in upstate New York, and Ride the Lightning and Master Puppets were recorded in Copenhagen, Denmark. And then we made Justice and the Black Album in LA. And we had certainly, it had always been the MO. We were, under the impression that we would make better records if we were away from the distractions of home. But everything obviously goes in cycles, and as you get further and further into your career and on your path, you maybe start making more of these decisions based on different things as you go along. And at that time, the idea of spending more time at home in San Francisco and the greater Bay Area was very tempting, and that notion was cool.
Let's take a listen to another track. Here's James talking about the influence behind Low Man's lyric.
I do recall that was a major nod to Tom Waits, for sure. His whole character, the glorifying of the hobo, and the adventures that they get into out of desperation and just survival, that one was literally a letter written to my children. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this is how I ended up, Please forgive me. Pretty powerful for me.
My eyes seek reality. My fingers seek my veins. There's a dog at your back step. He must come in from the rain. I fall 'cause I've let go the net below. but no are safe from the storm. Yeah. And I can't bear to see what I've let me be, so wicked and wrong. So as I write to you, yeah, what is done to do, yeah, maybe you won't understand and won't cry for this man, 'cause no man is
Low Man's Lyric from Metallica as we celebrate their Reload album. There's no denying Metallica was going through a time of change during the Load and Reload era. The Black Album had propelled them to new heights, and they were riding the wave. There was also the one change that had everyone talking. Jason Newstead explains.
I was kind of ahead of the curve with the whole look deal, if that's ever going to go. I went to full skinhead, then mohawk, then all that, right? So I went back out on the Black Album with a mohawk. I went back out with my hair gone. So I know that on that Christmas break that year, going 92 into 93, I had friends at my house, got way too drunk, shave it off. My dude took me on the back porch and just, right? And my girls over there going, what? That type of thing. And then I came back, and I remember Lars got back to the Mark Hotel in Manhattan really late, getting ready to go back on, for the next day. It's New Year's Day or something probably. And he comes to the door, and I ain't got no hair. And Lars is like, dude, I heard, what have you done? Well, you like it? And I go, you know what? Not bad, actually. I'm going, well, so Travis Bickle, bro. So I totally did that for a while, you talking to me, that was at least a year or so. And then I did different kind of patterns of the mohawk and different kind of crazy over time, But I did that 2 or 3 years prior to anybody else clipping their hair. 2 or 3 years prior to the load reload photo session, and everybody seeing that like, oh, what have they done? Samson effect, this type of thing. Cut off your hair and you lose your strength. Oh my God. I was already there, so to answer your question, I wasn't phased. I was already in my own mode. So when they all did it, I myself inside kind of went, wait, that's not my Metallica.
Metallica and their track Bad Seed from the Reload album. Here's Lars talking about the wait between load and reload.
I guess to this day, when I think about this project, I mean, I'll always think of it as one project. And you know, all those songs were created and given birth to basically with the same mindset and more or less at the same time. And so it really is, you know, however you want to slice and dice it, it really is, you know, one project that just was split in half because of some practical things. But you know, Fuel definitely got some early live airings, but it was fine. Sitting on that material was fine. It wasn't like that was weird at all. We were also, I think we were very, it wasn't like a secret. It wasn't like, ooh, that's a whole nother album. It wasn't like that. I think we were very transparent about it during the press and the promotion for Load. So it wasn't like all of a sudden, like you do nowadays, where you just drop in albums, as it's called. We had talked a lot about that these other songs were coming.
was Slither from Metallica as we wrap up our ride through Metallica's Reload album. Before we check out, let's check in with Jason Newsted one more time as he sums up the Load and Reload albums.
I think they're better now. So as people's listening practices expanded and they become out of the kind of our theme for the day, they come out of this tunnel vision thing and start accepting more music. Because there's two kinds of music, right, my friend? Good and not good, right? So this is good music. And good music will eventually show its head, eventually be recognized. Like Steve Martin says, if it's good, eventually somebody's going to discover it. Whether it's art, music, whatever like that, it could take 100 years. Most artists, Van Gogh sold 3 when he was alive, right? So this type of thing, you're not discovered until way later. People finally catch up with it. And I think that may be the case here. We're so judgmental in the beginning because of the aesthetic, like you spoke of, and that kind of been put off by it. And then as time went by and people grew up with their listening practices, they understand that record was those records are rather mature, and they're in a lot more complexity to them people gave them credit for.
That will do it. You have been listening to a celebration of the re-release of Reload. Metallica's 7th studio album is available now as a limited edition deluxe box set, featuring previously unreleased material, including demos, rough mixes, videos, live recordings, and more. You can find it on your favorite streaming service or visit Metallica.com for more information. This program was produced by MX2 Media. Special thanks to Metallica, Q Prime, and Blackened Recordings. Thanks for listening.
This is Rockin' 101, located in Uptown Rock Rapids, WHMH Sauk Rapids, St. Cloud, the Rock Station.